We are now inside the Notre Dame Nanofabrication facility in the Class 10,000 area. The Class 10,000 area houses a collection of molecular beam epitaxy systems, various other support. We have here an MOCVD system and a wafer grinder, very useful for thinning wafers, atomic layer deposition, chemical mechanical polishing, and a tabletop polishing tool. We're going to move back this way toward the entrance to the Class 1000 area. So we'll go through the Class 1000 area. In just a second, we will be moving through. Now we are entering into Class 1000 space, which is the larger fabrication area. Over here we have a variety of etching and deposition tools. This is the Electron inductively coupled plasma etch system, which is used for mostly compound semiconductors. We have the Alcatel A601E, which is used for silicon, uses the Bosch etching process. Over here we have one of many multi-pocket E-beam evaporators. We have a collection of Airco Temescal FC1800s. And we also have modern, of course, hoods and chemical processing. And working our way over here is our Oxford inductively coupled plasma etch system. And here we have the rapid thermal processing system from, I guess it's Acutherm. I wasn't familiar with that. This is an ALD system from Cambridge Nanotech. We move across here, kind of a unique system called a MEMStar. This is a xenon difluoride etch system that very quickly etches silicon away from MEMS devices. Another Alcatel FC1800 multi-pocket E-beam system. This is our Electron combined thermal E-beam evaporating system. We have some metrology equipment over here. KLA 10-core P6 surface profilometer. This is our 3-target Electron sputtering system. Here we have some metrology equipment. We have the Woolham variable angle spectroscopic ellipsometer, and next to that we have an Olympus Lext confocal microscope. It's model OLS 4000 that is used with high resolution for getting 3D surface mapping. So we're going to move to another area. Walking over into this area here, we have a furnace for doing general work. We have an Emitech small sputtering system. We have a small vacuum system used for just some particular research tools. Here is a multi-tube LP CVD system, low pressure chemical vapor deposition. And next to that we have plasma enhanced chemical vapor deposition, a Unaxis system, PECVD. Then a plasma therm reactive ion etcher, not deep reactive ion etcher. And no university laboratory would be complete, as I've said, without the 1960s vintage vacuum systems for just doing regular thermal evaporation for kind of dirty work. So we're very proud to have these vintage items in our clean room. Nearly as vintage as this PerkinElmer, I believe it's a 2400. This is a 3-target RF sputtering system. Then we have yet again another multi-pocket E-beam evaporator, this one with long throw from Denton Vacuum. And we'll have a look here at our wet benches, modern, were built with the clean room in 2010. So we're going to make our way into the Class 100 space. The orange film is to keep the high energy photons, the light out from damaging photoresist, exposing photoresist. So we move into the orange space. This is the Class 100 area. First on our right is a probe station. I'm going to pause and then open the doors. Here's a view inside of the probe station that I was just showing a moment ago. This is just for anybody who needs to do a quick measurement inside the clean room. Here we have a rather conventional ellipsometer for doing thin film measurements. Here's a 4-point probe system, 2 4-point probe systems. Then we come over here to an ultra-high vacuum sputtering system. There are 3 chambers to this system. One is in the middle, and it's used for doing oxidation, transfer arms between the 3 chambers. Working our way over here, we can see the sputtering system, also from labeled Electron. Its base pressure is around 5 times 10 to the minus 8 torr. It has 2 sputtering chambers, one on the right, one on the left, with the oxidation chamber in the middle. Each one of these chambers has a load lock and 8 2-inch targets. We have power supplies for 6 RF supplies and 6 DC supplies and 2 RF supplies. There are transfer arms to go between the various parts of the sputtering system. Coming back this way, we have a conventional oven, a UV light source, a prism coupler from Notre. This has been here for a while. It was a gift of the president of Notre. We have contact aligners. Again, no university laboratory would be complete without contact aligners. These are our Carl Zeiss MJB3 aligners, and over here we have a vintage co-built contact aligner, all useful for various things. A spin rinse dryer for 4-inch wafers, some custom equipment for doing oxidation, another one of those. We have a plasma system for plasma etching, another oxygen plasma etch system. And then we come to our optical microscopy suite. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Over here is a rather exotic piece of equipment, maybe not for industry, but for university. This is a Wafer Stuffer. It's a AutoStep 200, made originally by GCA. It's an I-line stepper. And just try to get a better view of this in here. This is a very heavily used, very capable system, and both undergraduates and graduate students use it for coursework and research. Here we have an Alpha Step 500, another surface profiler. Then we come to the microscopes. Back in 2010, we purchased 6 microscopes from Olympus of various capabilities, from high resolution inspection to low resolution inspection. This is a holdover from the old lab, a Zeiss Axiotron microscope. A couple more of the microscopes here. Postdoc. We'll come over here to the E-beam suite. Here we have the Hitachi S4500 scanning electron microscope. It's a cold cathode field emission SEM, which was bought in 1993. It's now in the clean room, and people use it to inspect their samples while they're in the clean room. It still works extremely well, gets high resolution. And over here we have a an ultraviolet Olympus microscope. And coming through here, we get to the e-beam lithography area. This is our Vistec EBPG 5000 electron beam lithography system, and it's a 100 kV energy beam, and is capable of extremely high resolution. We've made 5 nanometer features with 5 nanometer registration between levels. It's very capable and very reliable system. So there's microscope used for setting up the wafers and everything needed to support the system here. Now we're moving across. We have a second Hitachi S4500 that gets a little bit less use than the first one. We come through to the mask making room. Here we make photomasks, and this goes way back to originally with donations from IBM to Notre Dame. We have 3 pieces of equipment in here. The MAN 3696 photo repeater. That's a step and repeat camera for exposing reticles onto another glass plate if you're going to do contact aligning. And here we have the GCA MAN 3600F pattern generator. This uses an eye-line light source and shutters to expose rectangles onto a reticle, which can either go into the wafer stepper or into the photo repeater, depending on if you're using a contact aligner or you're going to use the wafer stepper. And over here we have a Tamarack contact mask copier. I think this could be classified as vintage equipment. This goes way, way back. So that pretty much wraps up the tour of the clean room. I'm going to walk all the way back, showing the extent of the 9,000 square feet that we have here. Again, we're still in the class 100 space, and we're working our way out to the class 1000. So we're going into class 1000 now. Here's the class 1000 area. And then we'll go to the class 10,000 area through here. It's a little bit more cluttered in here. And that is basically the Notre Dame Nanofabrication facility. Thank you for watching.